Okay, very warm welcome, ladies, on the podcast for BNI Deira, Dubai.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
Pankaj.
you.
Okay, so let's start by knowing you. Rashida, you are a newbie, right? Let
Yes.
me know about you and your business. Tell our audience what you do, and which chapter are you a part of.
Okay, so I'm from BNI Continental. I'm almost 9 months old member in
Okay,
BNI.
wow,
Okay, and I'm really enjoying my BNI journey,
very
and I'm
good.
loving it.
You're loving
Honestly,
it.
I'm loving it,
I
BNI.
was, I was just waiting for that single word. I'm loving it. How about you, Jaya?
So, I'm from BNI Synergy chapter, and my category there is corporate gifting. It's my third. I've completed 3 successful years in BNI,
Wow, wow.
renewed it for the next 2 years, and I'm completely enjoying my journey in BNI. Very good experiences, made very good relations in BNI. It's great, and I'm grateful to you for that, Pankaj.
Jaya, I remember if we talk about the greatness, I was just wanting to share with the audience that Jaya is somebody who was my first friend in UAE.
Yes.
And she is somebody who used to keep the group together. She used to be, chasing everybody, making sure, like, we used to fight in the group. And she would be the one who will keep the club together. We used to call her the captain of our ship. And that was
Yes.
the most wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
Uh,
you have come hard ways, and yesterday itself we were talking about stories of our BNI members. I know your story, and I know you get a little soft when you talk about how you started your career in sales in
yes.
UAE. Would you want to share something with the audience?
Um, Actually, I had never worked in my life. And everything for me is just, it was a challenge in the way. I've not had a choice to, I didn't have a choice. Like, been thrown into the sea. I had to either swim or drown. So I obviously swam, and I've already risen every time. So my career had been in the publishing industry for 20 years. I worked in different publications with Commercial Directory, which was Chamber of Commerce. Then I got into Yellow Pages, which was at the Salat Yellow Pages. I did do Yellow Pages. And while I was doing this, and I used to give a lot of gifts to my clients, a way to express my gratitude to my clients. And that's when my friends and all pushed me, why don't you start something? Why don't you start something? And I started my journey in 2013 side by side while I was working for doing little bit of gifts and my own products and stuff like that. That's how my journey started as an entrepreneur in 2013.
I
But
know.
I was still working also that time.
I know it well, how hard you work and the products you make and how careful you are while making them. Indeed, I asked her to bring some for today. After the session, we will probably have the taste that. But, yeah, when you mention you had been with different directories, yellow pages, all this, this is a dream for the salespeople to find somebody like that because we believe you will have relations and you
Yes.
will have the context of thousands of people who none of us have, right? So, how do you consider those relations which you made at that time, those contexts where which you made that time? Are they helping you today?
In somewhat, Pankaj, not exactly, because there are so many things happened in that journey was 10 years back when I
Yeah.
finished my sales career, and then I got into my business. Even before I got my trade license for the company, that was also 3 years after I left my
So
work
there
and
was a
everything.
break.
There was a break, and then I never thought that I would become an entrepreneur like this in this way. So I should keep all my contacts, and then you know how it is, phone keeps changing. So I was actually missing that relationship building with my clients, meeting the clients, going out. And when I took my trade license, and when you said okay, join BNI, and I just opted for it immediately, because one of the core value, which is relationship building in BNI, and that is what I was missing it out from my sales career, and that's what I get over here
So
also in.
correct me if I'm wrong. What you are saying is, as a salesperson, your target, your focus was to close the deal and move on because you never thought of becoming an entrepreneur, right? What is the difference between the relationship building in BNI and outside BNI?
There is no difference. Relationship building is relationship. Even in my sales career, most of our sales, our deals used to close on relationship base.
Right.
Every time we went to a client, we would hardly take 5 minutes to sign the contract, and we would sit and talk and build, chit chat and build our relationship with the clients, because even the clients wanted a ear to listen. They would be so fed up all the time about talking about business to everybody, or they wanted to, they would say like, Jaya, you have been outside, you can get me some news from outside, what's happening in the market, because we would meet different kind of people, and they would also get some news what's happening in the market, and we used to sit and talk. So every time, most of my clients and my renewals would happen only because of the relationship that I built with the clients.
I'll share my experience around that. When I used to build relationships as an SMC, I would meet a certain level of higher net worth clients, and rest all was with my sales teams and people. I realized the clients I met on a personal note are still with me even after me not involved in the day-to-day business of SMC. But otherwise, I don't know people. I just had the names. While I compare that experience in BNI, when you meet these, fellow members 50 times a year officially in the meeting, and maybe another 20, 30 times in those one-to-ones and unofficial meetings outside, what is the difference in the relationship I would make if I meet my people like that? The pace, weekly meeting. When you meet people weekly, what kind of a memory hook that leaves within you about your members?
um, they become more of a family, Pankaj. It's like, for me now, BNI is like in my DNA. Like every Tuesday, you
have
wait.
to,
You're really looking forward to. So 2 Tuesdays I was traveling, I didn't miss it, and then they said no, because of the rains. We said, oh, you can. We are doing a Zoom meeting. I was so excited. I said, okay, at least I'll see everybody's faces. We meet. So it becomes like, as I said, no, it becomes like the DNA for you. You want to meet and you want to talk. You look forward to meeting all those people, the relationships that you have built up, and I mean, I don't have words to express also how.
I'll give you the words there. BNI, you start to build business relations. You start to build your referral marketing team, but you ending up making that family.
Family.
You ending up making a family who generates business for you, right? The family outside BNI does not generate business for you. You and me had been friends for
Yeah.
years. How many times would I go intentionally and try to build a referral for you, right? But if you are a BNI member of
Yeah.
mine and I see an opportunity, I would want to convert that opportunity for you.
True.
So that is the power of BNI.
Yes.
Have a family who works to generate business for you,
Yes.
right? That's how I look at it. Rashida, you said you've been here 9 months, and when somebody said 9 months, my mind is like, okay, so now Rashida is about to bloom, right?
Yeah.
So, in your experience of BNI, if I would ask you a very, very clear question here, you entered BNI thinking of some numbers, right? Everybody enters with the numbers. How far are you from your first year target in the numbers?
In the numbers, I'm really doing pretty good in BNI. Like I've almost crossed 500,000 in 7 months, in 6 months. So I would say, sorry.
It is good to mention right now. Which
Okay.
industry are you?
Travel and tourism. I have not mentioned which category I am in.
So-
I am in travel and tourism.
I would not hesitate saying out here that really the travel and tourism business, the ticket sizes are smaller, but they get a lot of business,
Lot of business.
and which helps them accumulate a good amount of business.
Yeah.
I want to ask you one thing, Rashida. How many unique clients have you made out of BNI in your first 9 months?
I would say pretty good.
In numbers,
In
like, give me a
numbers.
number.
The unique you want, like
The companies, if you have made 10 companies or 20 individuals.
I got a good tie-ups, at least 4 to 5 good companies
Wonderful.
with whom I'm working, and they have taken me as a proper travel agent for their
Wow.
company, and the trust they have in me, and I'm maintaining their trust as well. I'm giving my good service, and yes, it is just because of BNI. Honestly, I
Wonderful.
will say.
You know, I want to use some learning which we did, and we'll do some a little exercise with you. When you receive a client who onboards you as their travel agent, what approximately is an annual ticket size of that particular client?
Uh, Annually, I would say it goes some around 500,000.
500,000?
Yeah,
Okay,
it
we'll
goes.
go with that number.
Yes.
And when you make a client who onboards you, how many years on an average you will sustain that client?
Uh, I think it's totally depend upon the service how I am giving and what price I am giving,
Yes.
because the market which I am in is huge competition.
I agree with that.
Right,
But
so-
in your experience, how many years are you able to sustain the client?
I would say for the next 4-5 years.
5 years, right?
Yes, I
So
can.
if I calculate the referral of one client which you receive will fetch you around 500,000 in a year.
Yeah,
And in next year it will be 2.5 million revenue,
hopefully.
right? And you are able to fetch this year 3-4 such clients,
Yes.
right? So that means your ROI in the coming time is going to be approximately 10 million in next 4 to 5 years from the first year clients you have established,
Yeah, hopefully.
right?
Yes.
So just imagine, very recently we did an exercise on what is the value of your chair. If I ask you that I want to buy your chair today and I'll give you X amount of price and you would not enter or interact with any BNI member ever again. Even the clients which you have onboarded from BNI, you are selling to me, right? What would be the values? It was so beautiful exercise that people are not able to understand that the relationships you are making through BNI is for life,
Yes, definitely.
right? So you might do a business of say 100,000 in very first year, but if you sustain your client, if you serve them well,
It will be.
you will sustain them for 5 years. So you're building a pipeline for yourself from second year, third year.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me why BNI offers 2-year membership, right? And we give discount on that because we realize this, that in the first year you might just end up doing some business
Yes.
because you making the relation. But in second year, you will make this new business as well as the pipeline business. So you will be more satisfied.
More satisfied.
That's why, we try to build it up. In your community, I understand you come from Bori community,
Yes.
right? In your community, I understand there's a very close-knit community, right? And yet you choose to come to BNI and, network with other people.
Yeah.
What is in that?
No, even in our community also, we are not bound, or it's not like that we are not allowed to go out and do a networking. Our community itself has a good and a big network, right?
Yeah.
Apart from that, even if I'm getting good chance to go out and explore myself, so why not? See,
Wonderful.
I'm getting good business from my community itself.
No, I
Right.
appreciate any
Yeah.
community. So I have not come across a community which binds their people, like which controls their people not to go out and network.
Yeah.
What I meant to say is that when I already have such a network,
Yeah.
right? What brings me to BNI?
Yeah. Okay. So BNI is exposure for me. See, when I'm in my community, I have the same type of people. When I come to BNI, I have varieties of people.
I understand.
Right.
So
When I'm
it's
meeting-
like
yeah.
it's like from mama's kitchen to a big, buffet
Yeah,
kitchen. huh?
yes, we can say that.
That's-
See,
that's
when we are
wonderful.
meeting with the Bhori community, so we have a certain number of people, and everyone is having that same mindset and same work area, right? And when I'm coming to BNI, I meet another 40 people
Different people.
of different business, of different mindset, and you look forward to something like, yes,
Yeah.
even I have to achieve something
You know,
like that
you
in
are
my
a new
life.
member, and this is why you said 40 people.
Yeah.
Believe me, it's a 1200 people
Yeah.
community today in Dubai. If
Yes.
just imagine when you go out and meet people outside your chapter,
Yeah.
what kind of community, what kind of opportunities, the nationalities we have in BNI. We have various nationalities in BNI,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And so right now, the training I had people from Uganda, I had people from, uh, Austria. The gentleman who was training us, he runs Philippines, he runs Malaysia, he is active in Australia. So it's a multicultural, like
Yeah.
80 countries BNI is present.
Right.
So it's an ocean. When you
There's-
come to learn,
yeah,
it is an ocean.
Yeah, we can say there's lots of opportunities. It's like what you grab in. It's like that.
So, one question I want to ask both of you and whoever wants to answer first. See, one part of BNI is tangible, right? What you get as business. What is the intangible learning from BNI?
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Okay. So intangible, I would say the relationship what I'm getting from BNI. The love, the respect, the what we say. There's something attachment. Like every Thursday, you are literally waiting for the next meeting. You just want to meet the people. You want to learn from them. It monetary wise, okay, it is there. Anyhow, we are getting business, but apart from that, the relationship, what we can say, the extended family, you're looking for it. So the
So
BNI is
I love the thing that when I say extended sales team, the more the member on the ground says extended family.
extended family.
Right.
Definitely,
Right?
definitely.
That's a remarkable feeling, and
Yeah.
we are recording another one with the boys, and we will see the different opinion maybe, and we'll get to know that.
Yeah.
What is for you intangible?
Intangible for me is I have a lot of learning from BNI in terms of self grooming, self discipline. There is so much because when you see other people from what, you know, today when I'm sitting and talking to you, this is all because of BNI,
BNI,
right?
yeah. Totally agree.
Never, we were all, I mean, I was at least camera conscious. We never, in fact, holding the mind and talking for 30 seconds. That itself, we never did that in our life before. So sitting and doing your 30 seconds immediately at that point of time as per what the members are doing and to go, to go in the flow with them, that's all learning and that's all intangible. I mean, there's so much of learning happening in BNI. There's no end to it.
No end.
There's so much you can, from fellow members, from your, all your DCs and your LT teams, and you look forward to what they are doing. Even you want to do one
Now
day.
I'm gonna ask you a question, Jaya, where I'm going to put you in absolute dharam sankat in front of the camera. And is that okay to do that?
We'll try.
We'll try.
Okay. So you know me from years and years, and I joined BNI right in front of you as a
Yes.
member. I still remember that I had shiver in my knees when I was asked to stand and speak. What changes have you seen in me in these 10 years?
Pankaj is a long list. long. It's like, you say the skies. I have seen you in terms of your personality, in terms of your vocabulary, in terms of your smartness, in terms of how you even talk to people, how you address. There's a lot of change. Even your mind has changed a lot. I mean, it's like the sky and the earth. It's like that much different. 360 degrees change in you. 360 degrees of what I know you and what you are now.
See, that's what I always tell people, that I am not bragging. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that if you see the journey is beautiful. We get to learn so much.
Yes.
And I want to share with you what I have applied in my life. Collect the golden nuggets. Each one of you are a story in life. Each one of you has a story in life. And if we learn deep from your stories, especially the fall and the rise, we are all stars here in UAE.
True.
We have all fallen to the ashes and then we have risen. If we learn from those stories and apply those learnings back in our life, our businesses, there is no limit to how you can grow with
True.
power of people, power of them standing by you. And that's the beauty. Right? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much, Pankaj. Thank you.
Thank you.